Hey everybody, good morning. It is July 12th, 2021. You know me, I'm about safety. I hope you had a very safe, prosperous, and maybe relaxing weekend. So I wanted to do this video, not necessarily a fun video, but I think worthy of discussion. So as you can see on my screen, and as you obviously know, I'm not the most technical person, okay? So on one side here we have the article, well, Goldman Sachs announces recipients of Black Women Equity Initiative. This article was released on May 26th of this year. Fair use. So, just a quick information here. Goldman Sachs has announced the initial recipients of grants and investments awarded through its 1 Million Black Women Initiative. Launched in March, the $10 billion initiative, which includes $100 million in philanthropic capital, is aimed at advancing racial equity and economic opportunity by investing in Black women. So this is 2021. Goldman Sachs, 1 million Black women initiative. Okay, investing in Black women, which is greatly appreciated. On the other screen here, you can see this is just basically a screenshot of Madam C.J. Walker's movie called Self-Made, Fair Use. And what I wanted to show you is that basically, look in this screenshot, who's investing in Black women? Who's investing in Black women? In the movie, Madam C.J. Walker, she did approach some Black businessmen. They listened to her. Nobody invested. This is not anything mean or to disparage Black men. It's just facts. It's reality. And sometimes we have to deal with things, even if it's not a positive truth, to say, hey, this happened, acknowledge it, and say, guess what? What can we do moving forward? So we shouldn't be afraid to have conversations that may seem conflicting. Sometimes you have to realize it and say, okay, this happened. What do we do now? So keep in mind, if you watch the movie, and it's kind of like in a series, a couple of parts to it, maybe I think 3 or 4 chapters to it. She did meet with some African American men as investors. They did not want to partake or deal with her, make a business deal. She even met with one in the movie, and it portrayed one of them as trying to attack her. Luckily she was carrying that piece. She had that thing, as they say, had that steel, and she was able to protect herself. But she went there under the pretense of a business meeting, and it's really sad. They're showing him as trying to attack her, assault her sexually, and it's like, you want to try and debase her to that level, a businesswoman? So that there was like a power move to say, hey, maybe you're a Black woman, I'm going to reduce you to this. And that is very hurtful. That's a different conversation. But I want you to just look at this. Goldman Sachs investing in Black women. Look at this here. Over 100 years ago, who were her investors here? The VCs, these men here, they're the same thing as Goldman Sachs, they're venture capitalists. Okay? Now, we have a theme here. And this is just realistic of our community. Look who's investing in Black women, and I take issue with it. Where's the leadership role? We've seen Robert Smith invest in Black men. Good for him. Heck, before he did it, Oprah invested in Black men by paying, I believe, the tuition of 400 Black men to Morehouse. I believe that's the information. You can Google it. The only person that I know that's invested in Black women collectively, it has to be the Cosbys, And now, given what's happened, okay. But I'm going to go ahead and reference Camille Cosby on that, because he's invested, I believe, in Spelman and Morehouse. But collectively speaking, not many people invest in Black women. We invest in ourselves. And as you can see, there may be a pattern here. Look who's invested in Black women. Now, don't forget too, you have to also, as I was saying in a video that I did this weekend, you really have to vet the people in your lives. I remember telling a friend of mine, I said, listen, as a female, you've got a husband with an issue. And I told her, before you start your business venture, what you may need to do, sweetheart, and I just told her, you got to make a decision with this guy. You're always going at it. It's negative energy. I said, sometimes you have to make a hard decision before you call yourself going to go ahead and proceed with a business plan. Sometimes you have to let go of dead weight. Because this person, you don't want to build something, they turn you down. And I seen this happen with male and female. One of my dearest friends is a black man. I said, listen, before you're on a path here to really get success, this woman you got here, this sister girl, you're gonna have a problem. And that'll be another video. But I bring that up to say this. So in the movie, here she is meeting with venture capitalists, and they're going to invest in her. So this is why I say, people, you have to vet people in your lives. If you're already in a situation with someone, married or single, before you start a business, you need to really think about what kind of person you're with and how will this person impact your business. So remember this part in the movie of Madam C.J. Walker. Remember this. I'm just going to play the narration.
The best all natural oils. What my cheaper competitors fail to understand is their alcohols don't work on colored hair.
This seems very efficient.
Looks a little like Henry Ford's new moving assembly line method.
That's the idea. Increasing productivity.
The hell you at, woman?
Excuse me.
All this grays here. I know you're not in here having a meeting without me.
CJ, what are you doing?
You locked me out my house. Ain't getting rid of me, Sarah. Did she tell you that this is my factory, too? Nah, she ain't tell you all that, huh?
Gentlemen, please come this way.
Oh, no. Now you just ignore me now, like always. Now you the one sneaking around on me, cheating on me with this business.
Are you an owner as well?
Yeah. Finally, some respect. And from a white man. Get your hands on me.
We've seen all we need to see. Yes, we have a train to catch.
Now, you see how that went? He totally ruined it. He totally ruined it. Once he came out in ghetto fashion, and it also shows you that if you look at it, people don't really change. A lot of behavior you can dictate. Look how long the earth is. So in ghetto fashion, he had to act a fool in front of the investors. And what did they say? Is he a part of the organization? We have a train to catch. So you see why you have to vet people in your lives? In ghetto fashion, back in that time, he had to act a fool. And now look. Investors by the wayside. So nothing has changed. Look, you can look at human behavior and you can dictate a lot. You honestly can. So that's why we have to vet people in your lives. This right here, I'm not saying that old black woman, you can't have a black man, hell to the no. Not saying that. You have to vet people in your lives. And we have to also be realistic. You can't have some social climber on your back. You really cannot. You have to also be realistic to say, hey, guess what? Black women, who's investing in you? It's not an anti-black man thing. I deal with reality. And see, what I see is a lot of black women investing in black men. I can tell you countless stories. I've seen women take their money, black women, and I'm going to start a business up for my man. Well, what are you doing? Oh, I'm working hard overtime. What's he doing? He's at home working overtime. I'm going to go ahead and get him started. Then once I get him started, I'll get me started. She works, she gets him started, and guess what happened? Honey, all you did was play Barbara the Builder because he's learned, oh man, I've accomplished this. Now he tries to get he's gone from goon shoes to uppity shoes. And guess what? He doesn't need you. Now he's taken what you've built You've pretty much let him walk on your back, and you've held him up on your shoulders, and then you look at now you sitting up here, you're mad. Why you mad, sis? Because you already built a man, you play Barbara the Builder, and he's taking what you've taught him and he's taking it elsewhere, and some of the woman is enjoying it. So ladies, you better learn to invest in yourself. You want to help your men, that's fine, help yourself first. How many women, I mean, and this transcends our culture, other cultures too. I've seen Becky put the same thing, put a man through school, and you already know how that turns out. It's his education, and next thing you know, he's traded you in for another model. You've been working, got a lot of miles on you. Yeah, you have a lot of miles on you supporting your man. You have a lot of miles on you supporting his dream. Some don't even have a dream. Heck, you have to even give him a dream and then put into reality. So you have to really vet people in your lives all around. This here, you think about it. All these athletes with all this money, where is the investment? Who was holding them down when when they weren't able to run with a ball? Who was holding them down when they couldn't even spell ball? So where's the return on it? I'll wait. Can't wait too long because you'll be sitting up dead. Hold your breath on that one. The medical examiner will be showing up. So it's a new day. Everybody, male and female, you got to get those critical thinking skills to work for you and fast. Learn from the mistakes of others. Study human behavior. You don't have to say, get a degree and all that psychology. No, just look around. Look around, read. Turn on your news. Look at human behavior. So this here, you think about it. 1 million black women. Look at Madam C.J. Walker. I will say this. I think it's good for some people to basically learn to, don't be afraid to venture out. Okay. I'm going to do another story within this hour. Wow. Black women, a lot of you, I know some of us may have low self-worth. Not everybody, but some do. And I say some do, especially if you look at that video I did about the lady who had a rat infested apartment, and it's like, we're having children by men that are broken, not just financially, but they're also broken inwardly. A lot of our people are. So we have to stop the cycle of brokenness. We have to stop breeding brokenness. Madam C.J. Walker, in the movie, you didn't see her having a whole bunch of kids. She had that one lousy husband, and she had that one. You can't build if you're putting more responsibility on you. If you're a mom, there's no team effort. It's hard to build when you're also the breadwinner. It's hard to build when you're having to be the breadwinner, and you have to be the mother and the father. You have to see your family as a corporation. You got to handle everything. Well, if that corporation got a lot of drama going on, it's very hard to start up on a new business. So the point of this video, vet the people in your life. Invest in yourselves. If a person is not worth building, honey, they're not worth the time of day. So Goldman Sachs, 1 million black women. You think all these sports figures, they couldn't do this? Most of them raised by a single black woman, by a single mama. You mean to tell me these Negroes can't put together some money? Black women are holding it down. You mean to tell me they can't put some through college? Most of them busy chasing Becky. And she's in charge of the money. I don't care whether you like it or not. Trust me, I've seen. Okay, I've talked to realtors. Man, I've seen. I can tell you right now. I've seen with my own eyes. He may be the one out making the money. I hate to tell you, some of these black men that are married to Becky, and hey, it's their life. Do what you want. But I can tell you for sure, a lot of them, he might be the one out front making the money. Becky running the show, and her father's telling her what to do. You'd be surprised. Some of these businesses in white areas that are held by white people, you'd be surprised. It's black sweat and tears behind that dollar, because it's a black man with some money that knew how to run with a ball, okay, play a sport, and he is actually putting not only her daddy in business and her brother too. Becky's running the show. It's like, and you look at it, when you see this with your own eyes, sometimes you just listen and you just observe, okay. And you see They're really playing the role of an inferior man. I'm sorry. Because Becky is listening to her daddy, and her daddy's feeding her the information, and she's telling Tyrone. And in some cases, not all, Tyrone is acting accordingly. You see the white guy in business, oh, how to get this going? You think his daddy coming to all they need is one black man that's rich, and the rest is history. That's all they need. So a lot of times they want to say, oh, black women are, need to play your role submissive. Do not fall for the Kool-Aid. Don't fall for the Kool-Aid. When it's Becky on deck, believe it or not, she's running the show. And Becky is listening to her daddy. This is what I have observed. And then when you figure it out, I noticed some of those black men, I just one in particular, look him in the eye, and he just looks down because he already knows, oh yeah, here's an older black woman. You're around, you see this. I see what's going on. I don't say anything, that's you, that's your life. Why is he looking down? Because you already know he carrying the whole shebang. He's carrying Becky and her crew. They all living off him. So it's not just, oh, he got a white woman. No, do you? But I got news for you. They got a hold of that bag. It's not that she has the bag. No, honey. Sometimes the family got a hold of that bag. It can be a failed brother that she has. And you look up, they need some capital. All they need is one black man with some money. And the fix is in. That's what they're not telling you. They want you to think, they get out there and talk a lot, talk, some of them do. Oh, yeah, I just do me. No, you've got Becky. I'm telling you, it's a hierarchy. See, they listen to their people. They're not like us. They know how to work together. So I've noticed that. I said, wow. So that's why I made this video too. I'm like, from what I've observed personally. Well, where is the investments? So a lot of you right now, are you holding him down? You're holding him down and you're holding yourself back. You pretty much set yourself up for like the sneak attack. And then you think somebody's going to have your back. No, it doesn't work like that. So just think about it. Goldman Sachs here, this clip here, just think about it. Think about it. It speaks volumes. And somewhat it is embarrassing collectively because it shows, if you look, add up all the money that's made just in sports, add up all that money. Look at those men's background. They're not coming from, they're not trustafarians. Most of them don't even know what a trustafarian is. How many of those black kids, even so, when you look at it, how many of those black kids with those born to black mothers from that, how many of them can be trustafarians? How many of them have a trust set up? Quite often when they leave the sports league, a lot of them end up broke. What a trust fund at? They just had one, I cannot recall her name. She had children by a black man. And look up, now the child ready to go to college and the money's not there. She's calling him, trying to see where's the college money. Girl, if you got to keep on calling and you're not getting a return phone call, or he can't write the check, sweetie, sometimes the lack of the answer, baby doll, that is your answer. So ladies, think about this. Who is investing in you? You better start investing in yourselves. We have to start making the right decisions. We have to engage in critical thinking skills. We have to start vetting the people in our lives. I don't care if you settle down with 3, 5, or 6 kids. Okay, got your little company right there. The next man that comes into your life, is he there to be is he there for an asset or a liability? What's his name? Is his name Tyrone? It always goes wrong. Is his name Mr. Sleep and Eat, never work, watch TV, repeat? I had a brother that I called. I'm like, all you do is sleep and eat, watch TV, repeat. Sleep, eat, TV, repeat. That's all you do. That's all you ever do. So you don't need a man like that in your life. You don't. Some black men out there, I'll give another video on this. You got your woman, okay? If she's the right kind of woman, there are too many sisters out there that have their education and that are positive. But you worry about a big butt and a smile. Is that big butt and a smile real ghetto? Do you trust her to be around in a business meeting for investors? So those are things to think about. So I just wanted to bring this on. It's a little longer than I intended. So feel free to comment, share your stories, like, subscribe, and share. It's Monday. I hope it's going to be a happy trading day on Wall Street. I will be doing a few videos on investments fairly soon. So just stay tuned for that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and look forward to your comments. I'm out.